Shevah Samuel here with Pilates. Sorry, I'll just angle and get started in a warm-up. So today you will need one stick, a pillow, a towel for comfort, and a mat. We're going to start with the stick. Rolling shoulders. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Add some elbows and pushing it out. And I'm keeping the wrists straight as we do it. 4 more in the same direction. Other direction going in. Okay. Two more. 1 more. And just reaching to the side and side. 2 more on each side. I'm going to have a bit of a twist. When you twist, your arm goes up to the other direction. Twist, arm to the other direction. So right arm goes up, left arm goes up. Turning from the toes, heels. Breathing out, breathing in. 1 more. Good, place it down. And then just circling the hips. And in the other direction. Good, we're going to do a little bit of balance. Take the bar underneath your right leg and circle. And the other direction. If it's too high, lower it down. If you can't balance, then you can do this. Kick. Okay, so if I need help, relying on that. 4, 2, 1, place it down. We're just going to rock, so I'm using my left hand here to hold. Forwards and back, use the right arm, up all the way. 2, 1, I'm going to take the back foot, the left foot, and just bring your heel left to your tush. We're going to angle it a little bit more in. Okay, so left foot. Angling forwards. I'm going to stay to the side for the moment. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. And then bring that left foot up. Put the bar underneath, shoulders back. Circling. And the other way. And kicking. And again, you have the option to use the bar on the floor. Breathing out, breathing in. Left foot, right hand takes the bar, and just going forwards and back, using your left arm, up and down, so left and left, forwards, right foot back. 2 more, last 1, and then we're going to do a heel to the tush on the right foot. And we're just going to lean in a bit with it. So using the bar, I'm going to keep it in the air. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the right foot forwards, and we're going to do a little bit of a lunge, right forwards. Okay, lunging down, but we're going to alternate. Alternating legs. Okay, again from the side, down, so your knee is underneath your hip, and your knee doesn't go over your toe. Coming back. 1 more each side. I'm going to do a front. Take your right foot forwards. Use this to help you and go all the way down. we're going to take the right foot out to the side, take the bar, bend to your right, and then bend all the way to your left. Again, to your right, and all the way to your left. Now, in this position, if your knee bothers you, this is when you use that, something underneath. Okay, you can use a towel, or a pillow, cushion. 2 more. 1 more. Hold it here. So we're going to hold on with 2 hands. Okay? Point your toes on the right. And then circle. 4, 3. So we're using your hip, working the muscles of the hip on the outer abductors, sorry, that's wrong. Other way. Use your back foot just to grab hold of the mat. 3, 2, 1. And then what we're going to do is to kick. So I'm going to put my hand down, keeping my right hand up. Use it as a marker and kick forwards and behind. So when I kick behind, I'm really going behind my tush and kicking always forwards to that marker, trying to keep the body not waving about. Now, if you want this easier, you go down more. You can go down all the way. If you want it harder, go to plank, which is what I'm going to do. 4, 3, 2, head in the middle of your shoulders. 1, stomach pulled in. Good. Drop the knee down, drop it down all the way. At this point, move the pillow to your head. I'm going to throw out my mat here, put the little bar down for a second, give me a sec, and lie down. Okay, I'm going to take that back foot and lift the bottom foot. So I can use my pillow here and just relax. And what I'm doing is putting pressure on the bar to resist my inner thigh. I'm going to do 4 more of those. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now when you're in this position, try not to roll back onto your back. You want to be still, your hip as much as you can facing the top. We're going to add to it. You can stay in this position if you like, reaching the top leg forwards, keeping it, still adding that pressure in the bottom, and doing 5 more. Breathing out, breathing in. So you're going to feel your waist as well as the inner thigh, stabilizing the top hip. 1 more. Very good. Okay, bring it down. We're going to use the bar to resist both legs and do it for another 10. So just concentrating more on the waist. If you have any issues here like pain in terms of discomfort, use that pillow underneath or the mat, double it up, or another towel. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Take the top leg behind and come slowly and sit up. Take the top foot in front and roll. I'm going to do it to the side. Same leg goes behind, same leg goes in front. Roll, 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 roll. Just getting a stretch through the glute. It's not the one to work, but through the glute. And then coming back up. Going to come onto your knees again and reach up. And this time, you're going to have the left foot out to the side. So you're reaching all the way down and all the way up. All the way down and all the way up. Tummy in, working waist. 2 more. Last one, hold it to the opposite side of the foot And again, pillow underneath for more padding. So, same hand as your leg that's out goes up. And you're going to hold it in line and circle, head between your shoulders, not to one side. 4 more, we're going to take it back and around. So just make sure that the circles are quite big. They're not these kind of tiny circles that you're feeling your glutes and you're feeling your thigh in the front and your hip. Take it the other way. Breathing in, breathing out. 1 more. One more. Great. So from here, you're going to take that top hand forwards and the bottom hand down, and again, kick. So like we said before, try not to arch your back as you're kicking. And make sure everything's really stable. You can go to plank and kick, or if you want to stay underneath, that's fine. Easier, go down, if not down all the way. 4 more kicks. Let's go to plank. And back. 3, 2, last one. Good. Now we're going to move the pillow and go down all the way. So that top leg that was kicking goes back, and the bottom leg goes down. I'm going to use my pillow under my head this time, and using my top hand for resistance against the bar. Pushing up. Again, the hip keeps going. The hip not so back, because we don't want it to get into your lower back. 4, 3, and lift as high as you can so you really feel that inner thigh. 1 more, and again, the option of putting the other foot up in the air statically, and again, resisting the bottom leg for 4 more. 3, 2, 1, both legs down, using the bar on the top, pressing down against both legs, working the waist, keeping the head in line with your back, breathing out as you come up. Try not to roll back, to lift, okay? Now you are using obliques, but you don't want to use the obliques that come across here to roll back. You want the obliques on the side, on the waist, to really work and keep you there. 2 more. 1. Good. And again, come up. Top foot goes back. Front foot bent. Bar in the front. And again, I'm going to the side, rolling forward. Getting a stretch through your back. And through the front tush. And then coming up, we're going to take it lying on this, well, sitting on the side here. I'm going to make myself a little bit room from the wall. Not to hear it. Okay, which I'm not doing a good job at. So here we're just going to stretch forward. We're going to place the bar underneath our legs. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll back and roll our legs out all the way. Coming up, rolling back in and curling, rolling out, down, up. Going to circle our hands this time and in, curling. 4 more, out, up, roll back down, in. Now if roll backs all the way are hard for you to roll up again probably, then just go halfway and come up. Whatever you can do. 2 more, rolling. And up, and again, down. We're going to roll back up, hold it here. We're going to put our feet over and grab underneath. We're going to do a little roll like this, back and forth. So Sorry, do this one second move that again. Just a little bit away from roll. So I'm going to hold, I'm going to round my back, roll, and hold it so my feet don't touch the ground. 3 of those. And up consecutively. Your neck and shoulders don't touch, as well as the bottom of your feet. 1 more. Now we're going to go in a little bit harder than that, and it requires a lot of abs to balance. And we're going to roll backwards and forwards with straight legs. Now if you can't do that, you can hold it here and try and bend half, or you can bend like we did before. Hold it, roll back, chin in, and come up and squeeze up the top so you don't roll forwards and down. Okay, you stop yourself with those abs. And again, not going onto the neck of the head. 3 more consecutively. Here we go. Up, pull, straight. Up, on your tailbone, okay, not on your backbone. 1 more. Good. Plant your feet down for a second. Take 1 foot out and roll back down. Okay, head down. You can use for the moment the other foot out. So here I'm going to stretch the foot and then come out. Bend it in and down, up and pull. So I'm pulling the knee in and straightening the other leg. If it bothers your head, you can use one hand behind your neck, and if you can, just make sure your head's in line. So let's do 3 more of these. So up and out, in and down. Breathing out. 1 more. Hold it here. We're going to extend that and pull up, holding it up, and just lift, flex, point at the bottom, flex at the top, point at the bottom. You're going to feel a stretch. Again, if your neck hurts, support with 1 hand. Point, flex, 2 more. Point, flex, last 1. And bring it over and in, hug the knees on the floor, just a bit of side to side. And then we're going to take the other foot out, going up as the leg extends, pulling in, can get a bit of an opening out the hip flexor here, and in again. So breathing in, breathing out, coming up. Now, if you don't have to go all the way down and relax totally, that would be better. Up and in. 4, pulling this leg in with the knee to you. 3, if your back is hurting, then just raise this other leg a little bit higher than lower. 1 more. Hold it there, extend and stretch that leg as much as you can, and then flex up, point down, flex up, point down. Again, my back is off the floor. Flex my upper back. Breathing out, breathing in. Keeping up. 2 more. Last 1. And then again, hugging both legs in. We're just going to rock it side to side a little bit. Hands on the floor. So just touch with the bar on both sides. And then we're going to do 100s, okay, which involves pumping your arms, keeping your head steady. You can keep 1 hand and do it without the bar. Bend your knees if you want it easier. Extend your legs if you want it harder. You're going to breathe. Coming shoulder blades off the floor, head in line. Breathe in through your nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, out through your mouth. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, pumping, really squeeze, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 5 more times, in, 2, 3, out, in. Using that nose, out. In, out, in, out, one more, in, and out. Take it over and stretch all the way up. Giving your stomach a bit of a break. Let go, and then just roll onto your stomach. And for a bit of back work, you can move the pillow here. So, we're just going to take the bar and roll back, lifting the chest for 5, head goes down, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then what we're going to do is take the bar behind our back. So we're going to come back with the bar, sit back for a second. And then we're going to come back to our knees just for a bit and put the bar behind our back. Now, this is the idea of what's going to go on here is the bar is going to be an indicator of where your hips are and how level you are. So we're going to do opposite hand and leg. I'm going to use my left hand and my right leg and try not to upset this little stick here from going to the side. So the best thing to do is really go for the foot first and then extend your hand. So left hand, right foot, down and up, and do it nice and slow. 4, head in line, try not to sink into the shoulders. So using your muscles, I know it's come down there, but I can't do 2 things at once. Show you and control it. Maybe I can, we'll find out. 1 more. Okay, now I'm going to take this into a little bit of a harder position. We're going to come up, 1, 2, up, and we're going to keep working that right leg up and down. And don't let, if you turn your hip, boom, it's going to go. So it's a way of knowing that you're even, pulling your stomach in. If it's too much on your hands, you can go onto your elbows, and if it's too much on your both toes in the air, you can put one knee down to the floor. I'll just give you a quick example. Let's do 5 more in whatever position you're doing. I'm trying to do an easier one here. There we go. That would be easier. If you can do it on your hands, go. 2 more. Pull your tummy in and grab the knees down, take it back, and then just open up your chest for a second. Looking up, pulling in, and then we're going to go to the other side. So we start with just the opposite hand and leg. So it's going to be right hand and left leg this time. Doing the leg first usually helps me. Pulling the tummy in, up and down. Breathe out. 4, looking down. Lifting away from the floor, bring your body weight up to the ceiling. 2, 1. Okay, when you lift that leg, you want to lift it high enough to feel your glutes. 2 hands, if you can, underneath the shoulders, lifting up, continuing that left foot, lift and down, up, I loved it. Can also do with the bars. Keep going. I will try and balance my friend here. Ooh. No, I'm losing it. All right, let's do 5 more. 5. Got it? Nice and slow. 4, 3, keep pulling up. 2, 1, and bend the knees, bring it in. Let's take it down into a stretch. We're going to stretch it out, going back into all fours. Take your left hand forwards, rolling the bar as far as you can. You're going to take the right hand underneath on the left side and pushing into the floor, rotate and bring your shoulder down. So you're rolling this bar forwards and pushing the other hand, back of your hand into the floor. Stretching out your shoulder on your right side. Twist in the air. 10 seconds. And again, rolling back with two hands. And then coming back up. So this time my right hand is going to roll forwards. My left hand's going to reach onto the ground, pushing down, rolling forwards as much as I can. Try and get also the shoulder a little bit down from your ear to really get a stretch behind the shoulder. You can put your head down as well or leave it in the air. Really push into that ground. The more resistance you're pushing down, the more you'll feel the stretch. And then coming back up, we're going to use the bar, right hand and left foot. You can use the pillow again underneath the leg. And we're going to go into hip flex or stretch here going through the quad. So pushing down, I'm going to release my toes at the back and using this wherever I can for balance. If you want, you can go off that leg, but still when you're doing this, in order to get the hip, you want to sink down a little bit into it. Okay, and if it's more comfortable for you, just go back down to the knee. Good, let's rotate a little bit, as much as you can, out to the side. So to my right side, where my right foot is out behind me. And then I'm just going to release that and sit back. I'm going to come back forwards. Use the bar in the front and bring my tush, my back up straight and feel a hamstring stretch. So feeling it behind the leg, toe is up to me, sitting my tush back with a straight back, hands above. If it's too much for your hands, you can have arm in front. We're going to go for that glute stretch again. So this time, I'm going to put my hand forward, it might be tricky for you, and sit down, and then again take that bar. I'm pushing my hip, my right hip down as much as I can. You can move the front foot. I'll show you another way in 1 second to get there. So instead of the way I did it, you were over here, you can just come down and sit, bend both knees, move to the front, and then slowly extend that last leg behind you. Good, let's take it to the front and roll. Now, you might not be able to have that width. If not, forget about the bar and just lean forwards with whatever width you have. We're going to hold it for another 10. And we're going to reverse all those on the other side. So I'm going to start facing the other way with my right leg bent that was out behind me before, and just turning, using the bar in front, rolling forwards, getting a stretch through that glute. And again, you can change the position depending on your knee. If you have knee pain, bend it more 90. If you don't feel it as much, use the hip as well to turn. You can also just bend this back knee if it's too much for you. And then rolling it back in, using this to come back up and going into that hamstring stretch, using the pillow, holding on here and sitting back, bringing the pole in front. So by putting my hands up, I'm also getting a stretch through my upper back and my arms, my chest. If you have it a bit lower, you'll feel it more in the hamstring, less in the upper body. And then just bend that front knee forwards until you feel the hip flexor stretch going through towards the quadriceps from your leg. Again, you can come up, but make sure you're not up too high. You want to sit a little bit down into it to feel the front of the leg. Using the hand coming up in front, rolling up all the way, and have a great evening, day, or wherever you are. Thank you very much.